Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, teaming up with SD1 Sports to bring you SEC Football 2019 and get you set for the season. Here we have 5 reasons why Tennessee will make a bowl game in 2019. Of course, the Vols went 5-7 in Jeremy Pruitt's first season in Knoxville. Here we go. It's Jeremy Pruitt's second season in Tennessee, and think about the improvement, the development, all the things that are in place this year at this point versus what Jeremy Pruitt had to deal with at this point, or any first-year head coach has to deal with in a major college football program the first time around, especially, again, for Jeremy Pruitt, his first time at Tennessee, his first time as a head football coach, especially at a big-time school. He's acclimated to the team now. The team is acclimated to him. The coaching staff, the terminology, the way they do things, the entire process, the 3-4 defense, the pro-style offense, everything is entrenched in the players' minds. It's second nature. They have a lot less to learn, and they're ready to go for 2019. They can play off what they know, and they can play based on natural instinct and knowing the system. Jeremy Pruitt knows his players better, his personnel better. It's just a much better situation for Pruitt and the team in his second season than at this point last year. Reason number 1 why Tennessee will make a bowl game in 2019 is that Jeremy Pruitt's in his second season, and he knows his football team, and they know him. All right, reason number 2 why Tennessee will make it to the magical number of 6 wins to get to postseason play. Jarrett Guarantano should be a better quarterback. He has started 21 games at Tennessee, and he turned in a decent 2018 season. Not great, not prolific. He was limited mostly by the offensive line, possibly the poorest offensive line play in the SEC last season. 62% completion percentage, almost 2,000 yards passing, 12 touchdowns. What's impressive is that Guarantano takes care of the football. He threw just 3 interceptions last year. Improved offensive line play will be key. If anything, Guarantano has proven through 21 games is that he's tough. He's had to play behind that offensive line. He is the number 1 rated dual-threat quarterback coming out of high school in 2016. If he meets anything close to that potential, he could have a huge breakout season here in 2019 as a junior. Reason number 2 why Tennessee will improve to 6 wins at least is the improved play and leadership of Jarrett Guarantano. All right, reason number 3 why Tennessee will make it to a bowl game is that, along with Guarantano, that the offense has to get better. Last in the SEC in rushing, last in yardage per game, last in the SEC in pass efficiency. All right. Basically, all the skill position players are back. Almost the entire offensive line is back. Guarantano's back. They've played together. They should be so much better this season after a full calendar year of winter workouts, spring practice, those individual sessions in the summer, and then August camp to get ready for week 1. They should be so much better. Consider the wide receivers are pretty decent. Jawan Jennings has been an impact player in the SEC. He was injured last year for much of the season, should be back healthy, ready to go in 2019. Marquez Callaway's a proven talent, and also Brandon Johnson led the team in receiving 2 years ago in 2017, fell off to 14 catches, should be a factor here in 2019. At running back, they'll play 3 players, but Ty Chandler is certainly the best of the bunch at 5.7 yards per carry and 7 total touchdowns. Again, with a push from the offensive line, Ty Chandler could have a big breakout year of 1,000 yards plus in 2019. Also offensively, what is key? The offensive front. Darnell Wright, a top player, recruited into the system. Also, we've got, of course, Wanya Morris. Wanya Morris was the 6th rated offensive tackle in the country, and Jeremy Pruitt stole him out of Georgia and under the nose of Kirby Smart. And for Wright, he was the 2nd rated offensive tackle in the country out of West Virginia. Now, if we could get Trey Smith into the mix, and he's certainly had very serious medical issues, but Trey Smith was the top 5 offensive tackle coming out of high school in 2017. Yes, it may be a lot to ask that both Morris and Wright are top performers as freshmen, but we see it all the time, and if they're ready to play, maybe especially the second half of the year, Tennessee could have a huge infusion of talent along the offensive front, which would make life much easier for Guarantano and for those skill position players. So the offense should be better. It's got to be better. They only scored more than 24 points against one FBS opponent in 2018. Reason number 3 why Tennessee will make a bowl game in 2019, the offense. It's got to be better. All right. Our 4th reason why Tennessee will get to at least 6 wins is that the defense is pretty good. Last year, about middle of the pack in the SEC in yards given up and points per game at 28. Tennessee returned 6 of its top 8 tacklers, including their senior safety leader, Nigel Warrior, who was second on the team in tackles. Also, their leading tackler, the reliable Daniel Batili. Batuli's back after racking up 90 tackles 2 years ago, 79 last year. You've got a cornerback tandem that's coming back in Alante Taylor and also Bryce Thompson, who had 3 picks. And the Tennessee defensive line, well, that's the question mark. Will they pick up a couple players, in especially JUCO transfer Savion Williams? They would really be much fortified along the defensive front if they got eligibility from transfer Aubrey Solomon from Michigan, but that has yet to be announced. But if he's added to the fold, then, yeah, the defensive line could improve markedly. But as it stands right now, Tennessee, really good on defense last year, capable on defense last year, could be really good this year. Reason number 4 why the Vols should make postseason play in 2019. The defense should be pretty good. All right, finally, reason number 5 why Tennessee will get to a bowl game is the schedule. Not that it's not difficult, and not that there aren't almost sure losses on the schedule. Alabama, Georgia, Florida on the road. But there are also give-me wins. The non-conference schedule for Tennessee is one of the weakest in the SEC, if not the weakest in the SEC. They're quote-unquote big games against BYU. That's at home. All 4 games non-conference on the road. Chattanooga. They also have, yes, the BYU game, Georgia State, and UAB. So they should win. They will be a heavy favorite in all 4 non-conference games. Yes, the SEC is going to be difficult, but if you sweep the non-conference, you're 4-0. Then Tennessee would just have to go 2-6 in the SEC to make a bowl game. So this is the formula. Out of Missouri, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt, those 5 teams, along with Mississippi State, Tennessee's got to go 2-3. If you figure, can they pull off an upset against Georgia, Florida, or Alabama? It's unlikely. So go 2-3 against the other 5. Sweep the non-conference. That gets you to 6-6, and that's the magic number to get Tennessee and Jeremy Pruitt to a bowl game in Pruitt's 2nd season in Knoxville. 5 reasons why Tennessee will make a bowl game here in 2019. Would love to get your reaction, your comments, your thoughts on Tennessee football for 2019 right here at SC1 Sports SEC.